Hey everybody, welcome. Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy. As always, a very warm welcome. Thanks for checking out the video today. Well, it's more review to come from my friends at Bombtech Golf. They very kindly sent me a lovely package over a week or so ago with some irons and driver and 3-wood and a few other goodies. Asked me if I'd post some reviews on it, which I'm doing with pleasure, and so far seriously impressed. Today is the turn of their irons. They've sent me a full set of irons here. We'll give you some nice little close-ups. I've got 4 through to pitching wedge. They only come in steel shafts, regular or stiff, no graphite at the moment. I don't know if they've got plans to do graphite, but at the moment, lightweight steel. Premium shafts made directly for Bombtech Golf to suit this club. We've got 431 stainless steel heads. We've got the undercut on the club head, the cavity, which takes the weight into the outside. Also, what this does is it pushes the CG, the centre of gravity, back a little bit into the club, which in turn improves the MOI. Got all these things I'm banding around. MOI stands for moment of inertia. Think of moment of inertia as twisting. What it basically does is you get the moment of inertia, it reduces the club face twist, makes it a little bit more stable. So weight goes back, that generally helps the ball get airborne a little bit. MOI keeps the face a little bit more stable. Beautiful looking set of irons. We'll give you some nice little close-ups on these. Finish on them is excellent. I always look for the little details when I'm looking at golf clubs, and the way which these ferrules, you know, the little black plastic things are finished. You can always tell on a club that's made properly how the ferrule's been finished. It's polished down. On cheaper clubs, that's where they tend to skimp on it. So there's a set of Bombtech irons. We've got a sort of a Tour Velvet grip fitted to these, which is their own brand, which is logoed up with Bombtech. This is very interesting. I want to just put those down for a second. This is what I really like about this set of irons, is the Lofts. So I'm not picking on anyone in particular here, but I've got to pick on somebody. So I'm going to pick on TaylorMade. I could have used Callaway. I could have used many other companies as an example. The latest M4 irons, I have to refer some notes here so I get it absolutely spot on. Let's take the 7 iron, we'll put a picture up there. So the latest M4 7 iron up here. Loft of that club is 28.5 degrees, okay, in the 7 iron. The 5 iron loft is 21.5 degrees. Now what's happening as manufacturers are striving to make you hit the ball further, all they're doing is just jacking these lofts up, making them stronger and stronger. And what I see when I'm fitting people is that by the time they get down to a 5 iron, 21.5 degrees, they can't hit it. They can't get the ball airborne enough, they can't get enough backspin on it to keep the ball up in the air. So they're having to default to hybrids. You know, people say, I can't hit my 5 iron, so let's change that for a hybrid. And I think that's a shame. I get 3 and 4 irons are disappearing, but majority of golfers are going to enjoy hitting a 5 iron and find it quite useful. So what Bombtech have done is they've gone for really honest lofts, proper lofts if you like. So the 7 iron loft of the Bombtech 7 iron up here, 36 degrees. So 28.5 with the M4, 36 degrees, okay, with the Bombtech 7 iron. That's where lofts used to be a few years ago. 37 inches long, same, standard. But the loft of the 5 iron, remember TaylorMade 21.5, 28 degrees. So all of a sudden, the average golfer, if I can call them that, can get the 5 iron up in the air. All right, it's not going to go as far, but at least you can get the thing up in the air, keep it up there with a little bit of backspin, which often results in the ball going the same distance. So there we go. I take my hat off to you, Bombtech Golf, if I had one on, and you've not gone down the super cranked, jacked up lofts, let's see how far we can hit it route. You've been realistic, and I think that is a good thing. So we're going to get over there in the hitting area and put a few clubs through the paces and see what we think. Come on, come and join me. Let's go and hit a few. Okay, everybody, over in the hitting area with the Bombtech Golf Grenade irons to try. Other things I should tell you about is Bombtech Golf sell direct to you. There's no middleman like me who would add my little markup and pass on to you. You buy direct from the manufacturer, which helps keep the price down. I'll give you the price in dollars. I'm not quite sure of what would happen if you're shipping. I know they do ship worldwide. To import them into the UK, I'm pretty sure you'd be some import duties would be applied to that, and obviously the carriage costs. So if you're outside of the States, I suggest you contact the company direct and find out about shipping costs and potential import duties before you purchase. $397 is what these would cost you for 4 to pitching wedge, so a 7-iron set. Pretty reasonable, isn't it? So I've got to tell you the situation I'm in here. I'm 150 yards away from the green. I'm on the 3rd on the Brabazon at the Belfry, very scenic hole over the water. And I've got this set, as I say, 150 yards, and I'm going to go with a 7-iron. Now, some of these jacked up 7-irons that we're using these days from Ping, Callaway, TaylorMade, I can get those out there at like 170 because, you know, maybe a bit more than that with some of them because these are, you know, as I said earlier, 36 degrees of loft. So, you know, for a lot of manufacturers, it's getting close between an 8 and a 9-iron. So, got 150. Let's go at it. I've got Pro V1 X golf balls down on the deck here. I've had a little warm up. I've only hit about 6 shots so far. Before I hit it, there's a bit of offset, you know, as you set the club down. The offset, you know, is the angle between the sort of the front of the hosel and the leading edge of the club. And for those of you who are not familiar with what offset does, it tends to help keep the club face a little bit squarer if you're prone to maybe losing the ball a little bit to the right, which, you know, a lot of golfers out there have that problem. So there is a bit of offset on them. Head's not too chunky from above. Top edge doesn't look too chunky at all. Soles, medium thick. We'll deal with plenty of versatility in that. Let's give this a hit. I just pushed that a little bit to the right, but it's coming back with a little touch of draw. Oh, pretty nice, isn't it? Take that for the first shot of the day. Let's get in there and get you some performance data off that one for you. So what do we get? We come in about 80 miles an hour club speed, which is about me. Not trying to hit it flat out. 21.5 degree launch angle, 62.50 spin, giving me a carry distance of 148. And you might think, oh, that's not very far for a 7-iron, is it? But remember the loft. This is more like an 8-iron, you know, 8.5 iron, if I can put it like that. And it's giving me a good spin number. Some of these cranked up 7-irons are coming in with such low spin, can't stop the ball on the green. So, you know, what's the point of that? Let's go again. Now that was a bit thin. That was a thin, blocky one. I've got away with that. That was right at the bottom of the club. Still hit the green. Carry distance again was pretty consistent. We'll bring that one up. Yeah, pushed it a little bit to the right. Still gone 146 and still spinning at 6.7. So for a missed strike, very happy with that. Let's go another one. I think this club's great. I just wish more people would start tuning in. Manufacturers out there would tune back into real Lofts again. You know, I think we've just lost the plot a little bit. That was a pretty good strike. Lovely ball flights coming in soft and stopping. Look at these carry distances, folks. You know, I have just gone there. Super consistent, you know, for carry. I've gone 147, 146, 148, 147. Spin rates are super good. Average spin rate there at 6,500 revs. So, yeah, absolutely loving that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move into one of the longer clubs. I'm going to drop down onto the 5-iron, hit a few shots with that. So let's do it. Right, time to put the Bombtech Grenade 5-iron through its paces. 28 degrees of loft on the 5-iron. Remember the TaylorMade M4 example we were using, 21.5. So big difference in loft there. I'm on the same hole and I've just pushed the green. I've pushed the yardage back to about 170, 175. I'm going to have to get this coming in high with a little bit of backspin or else it isn't going to hold this green. So just check everything's good to go. Yep, let's give it a hit, shall we? Feels like it's going a little bit right. It's okay, it's safe. It's putting, probably about 20-25 feet right of the flag, but we'll take it. Let's get some early indications of that one. Launched at 17, 87 club speed. 168 carry, spin rate 55.20. bad. Take that. This is not an easiest of shots to get the ball close to. But again, behind the ball, I love that it's got a little bit of offset on it. It's going to help a lot of golfers. It's not too chunky. Very pleasing to look at from behind the ball. I'm going to attempt to fade here, which is always quite amusing. Often results in a double cross pull. Oh, he's only got one. That's right on it. Right on the flag. That should stop very nicely. Perfect. Actually pulled that one off. Superb. That's exactly the sort of shot I was trying to hit. Club speed jumped a little bit, 89 miles an hour, 16 launch, spinning at 53.20, carried 173 and stopped very quickly. So more loft, you know, on these longer irons. We've got to stop getting off on this distance thing, haven't we? You know, what did you hit there? I hit a 7-iron, 190 yards. So what? You know, distance is a good thing when it's, you know, when it's there to help. But a lot of the times I think it's hindering a lot of golfers, not having enough loft on their irons, chasing this eternal quest for distance. Let's work more on accuracy and dispersion and being able to control the ball. So Bombtech, I think you've got it absolutely right here. And I'm so pleased that, you know, you've gone down this route. It would have been easy for you guys to make a set of super jacked up lofted irons and said, hey, we're as long as TaylorMade or Callaway or Ping or whoever, but you haven't. You've done your own thing. And I think this club is appealing, dare I say it, and this will get probably thumbs down to the average golfer. You know, it's there for the guy who wants to have fun with his golf and wants a bit of help rather than a hindrance. So it's brilliant. I urge you to go and check out their website. It's very informative, lots of information on there which will help you, and you can buy direct from them. Any of you got this iron? Let me know how you get on with it. I think it's great. I'll certainly be taking it out for a few holes soon, and we'll try and post a video on that soon. Brilliant. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on that button down below. Give me a thumbs up. I'll be back soon. All the best. Bye for now.